Welcome to a Poison Cup of Coffee. It's me, Clara. I'm here with Allie and Andy for our second episode. Today we're gonna dip the bill in some Nevada gas. Our poison of the day is oleander. It's kind of flavorless, so we're just putting it in on our usual cups of tea and giggle water,
Not to be confused with oleander.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
much different. I'm not poisonous.
Are you
Probably.
sure about that?
I mean, your personality might be a little bit toxic to some people. Is that what the kids call a zinger?
I think you got her. I think you got her.
That's a zinger, ain't they?
You did.
I believe it is. Just wow. What a way to start things off, I mean.
My feelings are crumbling on the inside.
Oh my goodness. You could die from the shock.
Yeah. So this
die
poison,
again.
it's pretty toxic poison, this stuff.
So apparently it's a flower. It's quite like a common poison. So I'm assuming a lot of people have died from it.
Probably.
Okay,
People aren't exactly smart.
We might be promoting a dangerous plant.
I mean, on all plants that you don't know are safe, they're all kind of poisonous. Like, don't go out in the woods and eat mushrooms unless you're already dead.
Oh, and definitely beware poison ivy.
That's the mushrooms.
Yeah, that's got poison in the name.
Yes, that's very obvious, but you can't tell sometimes. So people think it's regular ivy and they just come up in a rash and it's disgusting to look at.
Ivy can be fun.
It's weird. Okay, humans are weird. Mortals are just weird.
Humans are weird. That's the whole thing.
Humans are so weird.
Wait, we were all humans before we kicked the bucket, right?
I believe I was, yes.
Well, what else would you have been?
You should know this.
Well, that's the thing. I can't really remember. So.
Been dead however fucking many years at this point.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I don't know if I was like a human or maybe I was like an ancient elven race. That the history of that is a bit iffy. What's the story?
You know what we should do someday is look up who summoned you the first time.
Oh,
sure.
We should find your original crypt.
So we got like some ancestry thing, like those really dumb mortal TV shows who ask who do you think you are.
Yeah. We could do those the buzzing feeds quizzes. The bumblebee quiz. The bumble hunger quiz. Isn't that what it is?
The hive quiz?
You do like these quizzes and it's like based on what type of food you'd get in an Olive Garden, it's like can determine what type of ancient undead being you are.
Wait, seriously? But
I've heard of those. I've never actually tried one.
I don't believe in them. So how could I how could I complete the quiz, as you say, if I don't eat?
Exactly.
You'll never know.
You'll never ever know.
I actually want to physically go and track down one of you. Yeah, sentence.
That's all very confusing. Anyway, what have we all been up to? Anyone got any news to share? Any undead gossip?
I moved in with my boyfriend.
Wait, what? You have a boyfriend?
Oh.
Do.
Hello. Please elaborate. What's he like? Is he alive?
He's alive. He's wonderful.
Oh god,
very
that's
much.
very difficult.
I think it's fine.
Are you sure? Are you sure your undead state is not going to hinder on the relationship at all?
I'm sure we've been through, but we're trying to sit down and talk about it.
That's good. At least you've had a sit down.
I mean, I think that's very good.
Down?
A float. How do you sit?
Do you possess the chair?
Yeah.
I don't possess the chair now. I just sit down. I can be semi. Sometimes.
So you kind of like bring up a corporeal form to have a intense conversation with your significant other about your undead state. That's quite nice.
He actually runs the bar that I work at.
You mean the bar you haunt?
I work though, I get paid.
I mean, it's a lot of work to haunt something.
Excellent. It takes a lot of effort.
I mean, sure, but you're still technically not working because isn't it in a ghost's
me.
inherent nature to haunt?
I need kisses, but still, I get paid.
I'm not going to question. When do we get to meet him? Do I need to like bring up an extra chair in the crypt to sit him down with us?
Our next episode of next couple of you anyway. Like him, he's nice.
I mean, I'm glad he's nice. I'm happy you're happy. I'm trying to be a supportive friend. I'm happy that you're happy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope I don't have to block him out of wards like I did with the last one.
You won't have to block him out with words. It's okay.
So okay, I mean, just it was good. It took a lot of extra effort to single out one ex-partner of yours out of my wards. So I'm just checking.
Promise, if he becomes my ex, I will make sure we part on good terms, but we probably won't.
All right, excellent. I'm glad you're thinking of the bigger picture here. I appreciate that. If I don't know if you guys noticed, but I decorated. I got a rug.
It's lovely.
Do you like the
it's very
rug?
nice.
It's very, very fancy in here.
Thank you. Did you know mortal charity shops are like the best place to find antique furniture?
I noticed that.
They are actually
Pictures.
amazing. And like I can just walk in and they only look at me weirdly once, just buy my rug and go. And I feel very accomplished.
I noticed they also have some weird things, mainly goose glasses. A glass that's in the shape of a goose. But it's nice.
They do have some weird, like, I don't know if they're decorations or parts of a summoning ritual, but I'm sure somebody likes them.
Everyone has their own unique taste.
Yeah, I'm quite proud of the rug. I think maybe something else will help jazz this place up. But unfortunately, I still haven't found my phylactery. We're working on that.
We will find it at some point.
We'll find it at some point, I'm sure. But for now, I got summoned in a forest last night. It was terrible. I never want to do it again.
So gross. We don't like that.
They got mud on my shoes, and I despise them for it.
I got mud on your shoes? Oh, that's terrible to clean up.
They got mud on my shoes.
Oh,
terrible to clean up.
How dare.
This.
Terrible. It's terrible.
Should we probably questions? We don't want to go too long. Deprive our listeners of it.
Do you have anything to add to our introductory discussions?
Oh, me? Nothing really life-changing happened. I didn't get new rug. Didn't get new boyfriend.
He isn't a new boyfriend. We've been dating for like 3 years.
And you only now decide to tell
us?
I mean, yeah, I got a hat.
I was about to comment about the hat. That's a very nice
lovely hat.
A lovely hat.
Yes, thank you. I borrowed it from my museum.
Oh.
They had a 1920s display. They happened to have the hat that I wore when I got bitten. It's literally got my name written in it.
So instead of stealing the hat, you took back what was rightfully yours.
Exactly. I took back my hat that they took from me, and I left the museum.
Are you sure you didn't leave any evidence behind? Or did somebody just think they stole the hat?
Well, I mean, I left about what the hat was worth back when I got it, which was a whole $1.02.
So I mean, I guess you did technically pay for it then.
Yeah, I paid for my hat when I got it, and then it got stolen from me, so I paid for it again.
Okay. I think that's valid. I think that's very valid. All right, who would like to read the first one?
I can.
Okay, go on, Clara. I believe in you.
All right. So I married a werewolf and we're happy to be together, but her son doesn't seem to like me very much. When he's in his human form, he just glares at me and acts all moody, and when he's in his werewolf form, he tears up my slippers, barks at me when I enter the room, and sometimes even tries to bite me. I know I'm not a replacement for his father, but I still want us to have a good relationship. Do you have any advice on how I can get him to like me?
Oh, well, that's quite the tricky situation you find yourself in.
Sounds like he's because while you aren't trying to replace his father, he feels like you are.
I think he
In
feels
most cases,
threatened.
in like
Hmm.
parent situations.
Yeah, I feel like he feels threatened by you. I think there is a threat to maybe his normal surroundings, because change can be quite the scary thing, and therefore he is acting out because he is scared of the change.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking to him before he goes to sleep and just sit down with him and tell him that him very much, and you know that you aren't a replacement for his father, but still like to get along with him. Try finding out what he likes from either his friends or your wife, and
Or his
I
search history on the internet.
I mean
don't do
that's
that.
just
That's
being
invasion of privacy.
yeah, it's being a little bit of privacy. Maybe try maybe put a day aside where the two of you can spend some quality time together. Maybe he could
Like, go out and have fun.
yeah, he could
Hang out.
educate about werewolf culture. Maybe do some research into how werewolves act so you know what maybe this is a werewolf thing. Do werewolves go through puberty?
Yes, everyone.
Everything
So
has puberty, even
yeah,
vampires.
yeah, so maybe this is werewolf puberty and it's a very difficult time, including the fact that you just married his father. So I recommend maybe finding some research out. Maybe there's I don't want to say cure, maybe there's a remedy that might ease some of his mood swings.
Well,
Try and rush.
there's also the whole, it's not just the werewolf bit, it's the also, hi, I married your mom, I'm your new dad
Yes,
thing.
yeah, it's very awkward.
So what you need is something that can show, like, oh, I know your dad was really important to you, and also, like, hey, do you want to just hang out and be buds or something?
You could get what's the you could go get ice cream. Is that the
Yeah,
general
kids still
thing?
like ice cream.
Yeah, yeah. Just ask him if he wants to go get ice cream.
Bottom line, you're probably not going to ever have a perfect relationship with this kid that's not yours.
But I think you need to make the steps towards bettering your relationship with him.
Yeah.
And obviously, if it doesn't work out, maybe encourage your new husband to influence his opinions a little bit.
Lay
Yeah.
down the option of him calling you, but don't force him to do it.
No, I this is a subtle thing. You need to take your time to get to know this new person in your life and get ice cream, do some research into werewolf puberty,
Find
and
out what they like to do.
yeah, maybe that you have a shared interest.
Yes. You might have this shared interest with people you don't expect.
You might find some common
Maybe
ground,
you maybe you both
as the
like
phrase
fishing.
goes.
In any sense, he probably likes your taste in slippers because the slippers taste nice.
Yeah, exactly. I yeah, maybe the slippers is a way for him to communicate in his werewolf form, and you need to understand that communication because language is a very diverse thing.
And push
Indeed.
your scent into spaces he frequents often, because that will make him feel threatened.
Yes, yeah, you have invaded his territory. From what I know of werewolves, they get a bit antsy when you invade their territory.
Do just a little bit.
Yes, I think main advice from us get him to open up to you, find some common ground, and don't threaten
No
his
threat.
territory because he might kill you.
That's valid.
Wander into his room.
Yes, just respect his privacy. Don't die, and you'll be fine.
Everything will work out in the end.
Everything will work out in the end. It might just take a few years, but it'll get there. It'll get there. Have faith. I think we handled that amazingly well.
I think we did.
I think we did. Would you like me to read the next one?
Let's go right ahead.
I'm a vampire, and my partner is a warlock. Being over 100 years old, a lot of modern slang and devices confuse me a lot. But my partner loves teaching me and showing me things they like. Lately, they've been trying to teach me about these things called memes. Memes?
I think it's memes. No, it's memes.
Memes?
It's not me.
Memes?
Memes?
Mimes?
Mimes.
Memes?
Is this just a new way of saying mimes?
Maybe.
I didn't say memes.
Mimi. I
Mime.
Meme. I'm gonna think. Meme sounds right. I don't really get them, but they seem to make them happy. I want to try to understand them to make them happy. How do I make him a meme to show them that I'm grateful for them?
Well,
What is a meme?
what exactly? What is a meme?
You're asking the
we-
wrong people.
Should we
I know
look
what
up
they
what a meme?
are.
What's a meme?
Think of a picture and put text on it, and then make that text funny.
So it's like a comedy panel in those
Yeah.
newspapers.
Oh,
So
so it's meant to be funny.
it's meant to
Yes.
be funny.
Modern comedy panel.
I
Okay. So if you want to make a meme that shows that you are grateful to him, tell a good joke.
Take a funny picture and then
Yes.
tell your joke.
Yeah, tell your joke over the picture. Does
Yeah.
the picture have to relate to the joke?
It can and it can't. It depends on which.
Oh, that just makes things more complicated. I'm honestly stumped here. I think just go for it. Just
Picture of a heart, and then say, "You're a thief because you've stolen my heart."
Oh, that's good. That's like flirtation right there.
that's a flirty joke, I believe. That's quite good.
Yes.
Yes, do that, and hopefully they appreciate it.
Yes.
I
know I would.
I believe I would, but I still don't fully understand the concept of a meme. But I'm sure I'll find out. I don't. Modern society
that's-
confuses me.
Any society confuses me.
Oh, true, very true. All right. Sorry we weren't more help there, but good luck with your meme. I hope he likes it. All right. Next question.
Yeah.
Next.
Allie?
Oh, Allie, please.
Well, let me just get to them. This is kind of off to the side. 1 second. Just let me grab it.
We really should have this on the table.
Don't use tables. Next question is, I'm made of slime and my pets think I'm edible. I'm not edible and I'm being eaten by my pets. I do not like being eaten. I make them know I am not edible.
Oh dear. I didn't realize gelatinous cubes survived.
Get the occasional one.
Oh, this is this is awkward.
They're sentient. They're a sentient gelatinous cube.
I think they're a sentinel.
I believe so.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm surprised. I'm that surprised. I'm flustered. They are a sentient gelatinous cube. That is an
Eaten by their
amazing
pets.
feat of magic. Well, okay. This is I think from my experience with gelatinous cubes, they absorb everything. So obviously, I don't want to say you should eat your pets. That's a big no-no. Big
But the
no-no.
pets are eating the pets are eating slime.
Yeah, well, don't eat. I don't think they want to eat their pets. I think that's crossing a line. Can you possibly make yourself repellent to your pets? Make yourself slightly what's the word I'm looking for? You know how like you can get like the insect repellent where it wards off certain bugs? Maybe you do one for your
Yeah.
pets so they don't want to eat you.
Yeah, roll around in some grapes. That's poisonous for dogs.
Make it a scent that they will not be tempted to eat. And maybe some obedience training, I believe it is, where you could
Yeah.
train your dogs and your pets not to eat you. I think
Yeah, that seems fair.
I think frankly you're gonna get to the point where it's eat or be eaten. And I don't
But
think
please
you want
don't eat your pets.
do not eat your pets. That is not what we're saying. I think yeah, just you need to arrange it so you don't eat your pet.
Yes.
You need to make them aware that you are not edible, as you said. But that's going to come through some intense training. I wish you luck. I'm not sure how a gelatinous cube is thriving in this society. Hope they're doing well.
Exactly.
I hope they're doing well.
Yeah. I bet everything's chill.
Everything's
What's it
chill.
like being a gelatinous cube?
Yeah,
Because gelatinous cubes don't have brains. I'm sorry, this is probably very insensitive. I don't mean to be, but
well,
I'm astounded by this work of magic.
I'm actually incredibly intrigued by what magic brought this about. I would love it if they would come back to us and elaborate on their formation.
Yes.
I would be very interested in that. That'd be some great research. Obviously, let us know how the pets things go, but also please tell us how the whole being a
Yeah.
slime thing works.
Being a sentient slime.
Yeah, I'm very curious. Right,
All right.
okay. I believe we had something as you call a spiritual interference while we were talking.
Yeah.
Everything's fine now. We're all
Someone
good.
was trying to summon
Fixed
like
it.
all of us.
Yeah, it was absolutely awful. Okay.
Yeah. We fixed it. It's fine.
We're fine, everything's fine. Okay, so our last question of the night. I'm a werewolf and I'm trying to keep my instincts and urges under control, but sometimes they get the best of me and I end up hunting or something. Any advice on how to not embarrass myself by barking at the dog down the street or letting my instincts get the best of me in front of my friends and partner? Basically, any advice on how best to work on hiding the fact that I have these urges, or best to control them. Any and all advice is greatly appreciated. Well, first of all, thank you for coming to us. We know asking for advice is hard, and we appreciate that you're making the effort.
It's always better to reach out and get help than sit in silence and suffer.
Yeah, see, I agree. I think you should like get maybe a tutor or maybe find like a werewolf pack that can help you control your predatory instincts.
A werewolf support group, if you
A
would.
werewolf support. I'm sure they're out there. I think.
Quite a few myself due to me having my boyfriend.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could. Is your boyfriend part of a pack? How does he control these urges? Does he have them?
He usually uses me to calm him down and to control him, like
Okay. Okay.
a date, and he gets an urge to like something,
Yeah.
and he'll squeeze my hand.
That's that. Yeah, I think you need an ally in your life. You need somebody to help you, comfort you, and control you. I think some kind of support group, but I think honesty is also important
Yeah.
because one day you could kill your friends and partner because you didn't tell them that you are a werewolf and you were having urges.
And urges are just urges. There's
Yes.
well, there's the whole thing of, well, you act on the urge, but then there's the whole thing of finding ways to distract it. Like
Yes.
I knew a bloke who used to need to smoke all the time.
Mhm.
Well, his wife said he had to quit smoking because it was bad for the baby. Then he, instead of smoking, every time he wanted a cigarette, he would instead eat a mint.
Ah.
And then
fantastic.
he just would switch it out for a mint every time. So I say maybe you replace the urge every time you get a whole urge to do something like werewolfy, like bark
Yeah.
at something,
Or kill your
be
family.
territorial.
Or kill your family.
Yeah.
I mean,
Be
that's a
hunting something.
pretty serious thing. I got summoned the other day because a werewolf killed another werewolf, and it was a whole thing.
That's always a messy thing to deal with.
It's always messy. I got summoned, and like, bring him back from the dead, and I'm just sitting there like, you know, I'm not a necromancer. I am a lich. I've already got past the dead phase. I can't do
Some
anything.
liches I know can do that.
Well, I
Exactly
haven't.
like me right now.
Well, maybe I just didn't want to. I mean, frankly, I
You
feel
don't
like
have to do it just because you got summoned.
yeah, I'm not that great at resurrection stuff. Honestly, I am bringing someone back from the dead just gives me bad vibes. I can't really understand why.
Directions can get quite messy.
Maybe it was a thing that happened in my time of living, but I just can't handle it anymore.
Understandable.
But I think you need to find a support network to people who care about you and appreciate you and want you to be your best self. I don't think this is going to go away unless you actively start doing something about it.
And say every couple weeks you take a day out of that week and you just go completely feral. You go to a private hunting ground and you hunt.
I would have to be very controlled though.
Yeah, I've been tricky myself there. I'm very
Yeah, I think you just have to be quite careful where you go if you're gonna do that.
to file down your nails if you're not going anywhere. Just
Yeah.
simply.
Find a hobby. Do you have a hobby? Is there something you're
Yes, I
passionate
do.
about? Yeah, something you're passionate about that you can express when you have these urges. I
Not
think
writing out your urges every time you find an urge.
a diet. You could keep like a journal
Oh, that's good.
of your experiences. But I do think you also need the solidarity from similar individuals. So you need to find other werewolves, and um, hopefully they have some advice for you as well on how to help better yourself.
Yeah. I think
like
picking up
you.
some hobbies, I think being honest with your friends and your family, like saying, hey, this is something that's really hard for me. I have all these urges and I don't know how to control them, and just get yourself a support group.
Yes.
I think you need people. You need people in your life. I can be very lonely sometimes. And I personally, I'm glad I have Allie and Clara. As much as they annoy me sometimes, I am very glad to have them in my
Love you
life.
too.
Love you too. And I think you need that. I think you need people to you need people. Even the undead need people. We need that
That's such
connection.
dangerous.
We
Tell them to leave you alone. It doesn't matter.
just yeah, find people.
Yeah.
We all need people. That's my advice. Is there anything else anyone would like to add?
No, this is
No,
good.
I've got nothing.
We did quite well on that one.
We did quite well. Unfortunately, I think somebody's trying to interfere with the wards, and I think we're all trying to get summoned again. I'm slightly concerned. We might have to wrap this up while I deal with the issue. I do not want to be summoned again. Jesus Christ. Okay. I will we'll wrap this up. I will get on it and find out what the hell is going on.
And we'll see you all next week after
We will,
we sort all this out.
we will see you once we get rid of the
Sort
damn
this
things
out.
trying to summon us. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.